Welcome back, jerks. So today we're gonna change out the brake master cylinder. So I got this guy right here, and I'm gonna install that. Oh, I should mention that my dad's back. He's here to help me again today with the bleeding that we're gonna need to be doing. And the first thing that the instructions tell us to do is to take the new master cylinder, and you have to clamp it down. I don't have a vice clamp, so I've created something very ratchet out of this. I don't recommend doing something like that, but so you have to clamp this all down and then fill this full of fluid and bleed this by sticking, what am I going to stick in here? I'm going to stick one of these guys in there, and there's a pump inside of there that we have to bleed the fluid through there until it comes out of these 3 holes. So that's going to be a complete shit show, and it's a mess. I guess here we go. I've got my brake fluid, not here, but I've got it over here. .4 because I care. Alright, so this is what it says to do. I've pulled the little plugs out of here that were... I can't use those, never mind. Maybe I can. We'll see. We'll see if these plugs work for over there later. Alright, so I pour the fluid in there. Oh, look how pretty it is. Okay. Alright, so you stick this in here, and there's a piston inside that I'm pushing, and it doesn't seem like it's doing what it's supposed to do. I can hear it. Huh. So my fatal flaw after reading the instructions where you have to put these bleeder plugs into the holes, because obviously that opens the bleeder valves, or the valves themselves. And then you can just drop that into your into there, cause reasons.
Notice as you open those, you're getting oil out, or fluid.
Oh yeah? Where's it coming? Good. Okay, so that's in. And then luckily they gave me 4 of them, so they knew I was going to drop one into the pan. Back at it. I put gloves on because I don't want to get any more of this shit on me. Alright, so I'm putting my plunger in there, and I'm pumping. Obviously you can't put that on there for this, okay? And I'm pumping. And if you can see on the top here, bubbles are coming up. Because that's, I guess, what it's supposed to happen. And you're supposed to pump this until no more bubbles come up. Yep, no more bubbles coming up. Good. Alright. So I'm going to cap this off. Still rolling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to cap this off to keep it in place and ready. And I'm going to replace that screw that I took out earlier because I was thinking I could just remove the reservoir. I thought I was going to get away with just replacing the reservoir. That would have been nice. Alright, sorry about that. I wasn't recording. Now we're back in the bay. I've removed the sensor that tells the car that this is low. And now I'm going to go ahead and just loosen these lines in here. There's 3 lines I need to loosen. I'm getting brake fluid on myself. Awesome. There we go. And the blue thing. It does! Hey, okay, so there you have it. And I'm definitely leaking fluid because I took the wrong one off. Okay, so okay.
It kind of tells you that reservoir is porous.
Oh yeah, you think? Alright, so I should have talked a little bit about why I'm doing this. It's because this is a 26-year-old reservoir that's made out of plastic, and when it heats up, you can't see my head, but when it heats up and cools down, it heats up and cools down over 26 years of use, it gets brittle. And I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to pour the fluid out eventually, but I'm going to squeeze this just with gentle pressure, and you're going to see it just completely pretty much disintegrate. And it's good that we're doing this now instead of later when it disintegrates on its own and then one day I just have no brakes. And now I have brake fluid on my hands, so my hands are slippery.
Siphon the fluid out of the reservoir. So it doesn't, well, you're going to get some running.
Yeah, it's going to come out whether we want to or not. I was much happier with my stock. What's up, Captain America? Oh, that's not who I thought it was. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to
To do it with a regular 12-inch.
12 millimeter. Which is nice because I actually have a 12 millimeter. So again, if you own a Miata and you own a 10 millimeter and a 12 millimeter, you can pretty much take your car apart. Alright, so we got to take this bracket off. Well, the bracket's going to come off with that. That's fine. I'll take this out of here.
Do you want the cap?
I do want a cap. Oh my god, it's so slippery.
Probably works fine when you have dry hands.
There we go. Alright, and then this last one. Wow, this is leaking fluid everywhere. I'm going to have a serious cleanup after. And luckily it's only leaking into the bay, you know, because that's good. Oh my god, I've been doing it the wrong way the whole time. Shit. I am not a mechanic. So, generally speaking, Mazda did a good job of making everything accessible in these old NAs, except this bolt. Not so good-o.
Careful, stop.
What happened? What just happened?
Nothing, you're just,
Oh, okay.
you're going to bend this if you pull it out.
And that's okay, they'll bend a little.
Okay.
There. Okay. Well, crap. That's done. Most of the fluid fell out. It's not easy. Even cheesy. There, okay. All lines capped. Now I should have no brakes. Good, everybody's getting a good shot, static shot of that interior. Good, okay. Alright, and here's how it works. This is the actual mechanical linkage from the brake pedal, this thing right here, and that's got to go in this hole. You can't see that. There you go. It has to go into this hole, and we need to make sure that this rubber ring that this came with is not stuck in here, which it is not. And I really could have cleaned that a little bit if I wanted to, but I didn't. Let's try it. Let's try to. I have all the plugs in here, so it's not going to leak for now, and I believe that this should just go in very easily. Never. And it has to go behind this plate, which sucks. Because I have to make sure that I don't break it. Into it. Uh-oh. Alright, so we need to remove the snorkel. Get out of here.
Oh,
all right.
Did something fall down in there, that square metal thing, or is that
No,
supposed to be
that's got wires running to it, which concerns me only a little bit because now it's covered in brake fluid and brake cleaning fluid. There we go. We're gonna try this part 2. Okay. So that is now on. Good. The shroud is back on. Alright, I'm gonna put these bolts back in to at least get this part done.
Should you tighten them all the way before you put the lines in?
Probably not, so I'll take your advice and just finger tight it. It would help if I were a tiny little Asian woman. Oh wow, it's not.
Doesn't reach?
It's not the right angle. So I'm going to kind of bend it to be where I need it to be. Shit. Come out of there. Okay. Hold on, give me a rag. Shit, I cannot get this started.
It's probably not lined up properly.
I should have put on 2 pairs of gloves. That would have been the easy way to do
Yeah,
things.
because then you could have easily ripped one off.
I cannot make this work. Shit. All right, so here's what the situation is. Even after taking the snorkel out, I can't bend this this back line around to get up into where it was, because the original that came with it, this was not going straight down like this. This was going back at about, I'm going to call it a 4 o'clock angle. So I'm going to see if I can't loosen this. Move that, and then tighten it back up so it's going in the right position. Yep, that looks like it's gonna mate up pretty good. I'm taking the blue thing off on purpose this time. Now, get in there. No screwing around this time. All right, this sucks badly. Okay, pro tip, do the hard one first. That was an absolute bitch. Good, all right, so hard one's done. Locking this bolt back down. One underneath was an absolute bitch. It took way longer than it should have, and I went through way more gloves than I wanted to. I definitely recommend using gloves though. Alright, so I'm going to do these next. Yeah, I don't really need to do anything.
Take the plug out first before you take the nipple off.
I want to take the nipple off first because the nipple won't leak. Alright. That just goes right back in there. Here's another thing that sucks. You need to have leverage to know if this is threading properly or not, and you don't have it because this is all super slippery. Oh god, that's a bad idea. Okay, don't use an old shitty rag to introduce any old shitty stuff into your system. You can use old shitty rags to catch the crap that falls down. See, I'm messing up the threads right now. There we go, okay. Alrighty. So far, on a scale of 1 to bullshit, this job is bullshit. I really did not think it was going to be this difficult. I thought this was just going to be like, oh yeah, just loosen a couple bolts, throw the other one in, and you're good to go. Not so much. Okay, last one. This one I am going to take the bolt out first because it's on the top and it shouldn't come out too much, right? Watch it come out.
Well, the reservoir is higher than that.
I know, physics. Gets me every time. Okay, so we now have a newly installed new brake master cylinder. We're not done yet because we have to now bleed the brakes. All right, because I didn't prepare well, we have to run to the store to get some more brake fluid just in case we run out during the bleeding part. Going to my favorite neighborhood store and not Pet Boys because Pet Boys sucks.
You could probably buy all 4 of mine for the price of one of those.
No, they're not that expensive. So this is what I do. I put my dad to work. You know, he's only 79 years old and I have him down on his knees helping me.
67.
67, I'm sorry. I figured it was something ridiculously old. All right, so we're taking off the wheels. We got to bleed all the brakes. So I'll give you an update once that's happening. All right, here we are. We're getting ready to bleed the brakes. I've got my Jerry system set up. Taking the nipple off. I've already put not a 10 millimeter, but it's a whatever wrench on there. And Dad is about to get in the car to start pumping the brakes. And this is the first time we're pumping the brakes since I put the new master cylinder in, so who knows what's going to happen. The whole car could explode. Opening the valve now. Give me some pumpage.
Easy pump.
Yep.
Yeah.
going all the way to the floor. Now, a little pressure coming now.
Yeah. Good. Air's coming through. I'm getting some fuzzy fluid. It's starting to clear out now. Looks good. One more. Two more. Good. We'll call it one more right there. Okay.
Perfectly clear?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
We're done.
Okay, I'm guessing that something chemically happens with brake fluid in air that makes it become, it heats it. Because that was very hot on my hands.
Okay, now go back to your chemistry class and tell me what that term means. It's called.
Exothermic?
Yes, very good.
I'm smart. Okay, well, we're done. And look at this beautiful, beautiful new. I did it. It's done. Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to pain in the ass, this was a colossal pain in the ass. Recommendations if you're going to do this. Pay very close attention to how your insert bolts or whatever insert lines are on the old master cylinder, so that you can have the new one kind of set up the same way. That way you won't have the problem of trying to grab that line and bend it around and stuff like that, and it's impossible for you to thread those stupid bolts. Make sure you have plenty of brake fluid. I would recommend no less than 2 full bottles of .4, because you're going to go through quite a bit of it. That stuff leaks all over the place. You're going to need gloves. Oh my God, you're going to need gloves. Lots of gloves. I would recommend doing double gloves, so that when one becomes when they become too like slippery and fucked up, you can just rip those off, put new ones on without having to deal with very sweaty hands and being impossible to put new ones on. I would also recommend lots of shop towels, lots of shop rags and stuff like that, so that you can stick it under things to catch all the brake fluid you're going to lose, and you're going to lose a lot of it. I mean, it's going to be a mess. I guess that's about it. The job happened. I wish it would have gone smoother. It just didn't. And yeah, so total time to do this was about 2 hours, I guess. I don't even know what time it is now. Yeah, about 2 hours. And I probably could have cut that down by 30 minutes had I really prepared better. I didn't, whatever. And my tripod rubber foot is sitting in brake fluid. That's not good. Anyway, so yeah, that's the job. We're done with the brake master cylinder. This video was brought to us by beer. I'm going to start drinking. I'm pretty much going to start drinking on all of these from now on, just because fuck it, that's why. So there you have it. I changed out my own brake master cylinder. You can too, because I'm not going to do it for you, because this was bullshit. See you next time.